Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today I'm hoping this is working. It's acting kind of funny, which isn't great. Hold on a sec here. My laptop's been acting up. At least. Alright, I think it's working now. It's just being really slow. Okay. Let me get everything set up. Didn't do nothing yesterday. That's crazy, right? You know, something was wrong if I didn't make a video. That's how y'all can always check up on me. I usually fight through it no matter what, and I'll get something out. And I had an Elden Ring I could have put out last night. I went to bed early because I didn't get any sleep the night before. So I forgot to put out the Elden Ring, basically. But it's out this morning. I should probably put it at private so people aren't stuck there. Gonna be doing some raids, gonna be doing some dungeon. I already did all the boring stuff. I'm gonna put that on the spoiler video. I'm gonna make the spoiler video still interesting. I got some vault keys at the beginning, and then, you know, I do my crowns and my adventure board and stuff like that. So, I saved all the interesting stuff for this live stream. Monitor, no, not that. Customization. Two things that sound the same. Alright, what should we do first? Maybe dungeon. Get that out of the way. Get our, let's get mad at the game right away, you know? Subscriber only for 1 minute. Let's subscribe. Chatathon next weekend. I don't know if it's going to be Saturday or Sunday yet. I'll let y'all know as soon as possible, hopefully by tomorrow, because I got to check with the wifey and see if she can, what day she's working and figure that kind of stuff out. Logistics. But it'll either be Saturday or Sunday. If I have my choice, I'll make it Saturday. But potentially could be Sunday. And it's going to start very early in the morning. And it's like a subathon on Twitch. First hour's free. And then it's like $5 for every 15 minutes after that. We've done it every other month for the past, like, I don't even know how long. We'll be like on our 8th or 9th one by now. So it's been at least a year now. It's been over a year because we did our 1-year anniversary. Then we did another one, so it's like the second one after our 1-year anniversary for the Chatathon, where we broke the record every single time, at least as far as time goes, like how long it went. So I'm hoping that can happen again. You know, will these centers right now do what the past centers could do? I hope so. Kind of like use it as a temperature check. Should I get back to Gems of War like super hard and you know, start. Like, right now, at the moment, you know, I've kind of been, I don't know, just doing the daily videos and everything. I haven't been bucking back really hard against, like, you know, trying to, yeah, get back on top or whatever. But I could do that for sure. I got a community tab post out right now asking everybody what videos they want to see. I could start making those videos at least once a week. I could definitely buck back. But will I? I don't know. We'll see what happens on the Chatathon. Will I, like, maybe go towards the P99 a little bit harder, but still do Gems of War every day? Or will I do top 10s and tier lists and guides and all the good stuff for Gems of War and, like, buck back for the third time? It just kind of gets a little tiring after a while, but I might do it again. That's the kind of dude I am, actually. I don't quit. I might talk about quitting a lot, but I never really do. Just like to whine. But what's up, everybody? Let's, different time today. I was supposed to do it yesterday, and, you know, I was sick on Friday. Oh, it was bad, too. It was, like, usually it, like, come and go. This was, like, constant, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I've had toothaches before that were, like, terrible. I had, the big C, the big P, and, I even made videos through that, but I couldn't do it yesterday. I had to take a day off. So you know it's bad when I take a freaking whole day off of videos. But make sure you hit that like button, get people in here. Maybe they don't know we're going live at 11 today, and we didn't go live yesterday, and it's Sunday. Let me jump into the chat. All right. There we go. Go live chat. Okay, got that. We'll open these dungeon doors here in a second. Maybe we'll do something else real quick. Let's go to raids for a second. Raid boss. I kind of like my team. We got Igneous, Mountain Crusher, Magma Dragon, and Furnace. I don't know if this was the exact team I was using, because what happens is I'll make the teams, and, you know, I'll make 2 or 3 different teams. And whatever one I end on is the one, like, that's there. Like, I could go to my own video and watch my own video and find my high-level team. But, like, I'll leave the low-level team on there because I'm done with the video, blah, blah, blah. And I already did a lot of the raid. And then when I come back to it, I'm like, oh, I still got the low-level team on there. I got to put my high-level team back on. So it might be, like, slightly different than y'all saw before, but it's still pretty close. There's Magma Dragon and Furnace. I like how the Magma Dragon does the red and brown storm. And then you have the Igneous. It turns all the red to brown. And then we got 3 troops using brown. We got Furnace there to clean up. Magma Dragon to chip them down. And Magma Dragon works really good early on. I was using double Magma Dragon super early. But once you get a little bit later, you need the raid boss, or the raid, whatever you call it, the boss killer. So you have to put him in there pretty much to get rid of the Zul'Goth quicker. Let's do some battles. I only got 4 sigils. Hopefully I get a Valraven. Let me put that Elden Ring on private real quick. I don't like to have like a video post right before a live stream. That never feels right. Also was thinking of switching the time to 11 on the weekends. Let me see here. Elden Ring, let's make it private for now. I don't think there's like a bunch of people there, but there might be like 1 person. 1 or 2 people. Private, save. Alright. Got that. Let me jump back. Hey Ebony, how's it going? Good to see ya. Different time, different day. Let's go. Alright, so I got the raid what do I keep calling it? It's the God Slayer, okay. Proper name for it, the God Slayer. Can you hear me okay, Ebony? God Slayer. And it has alignment right now, so I should probably just go ahead and cast it. Let's go ahead and hit the Zul'Goth with it. Give us a bunch of brown, it'll still be our turn. Then after that, I pretty much don't cast it. I'll just cast it the one time, and then it'll get itself right back up, because it uses the mana that it converts to, it uses that mana, so it gets itself back up real quick. But then I just don't touch it after that. I'll use the Magma Dragon and the Infernus. So now Magma Dragon, just to chip them a little bit. This is really deep too, so it's probably not going to do what it was doing earlier. So there's the Infernus, which is cool, because if we got to keep going, it explodes a bunch of gems, it gets stuff back up. We can look for that brown and red storm to maybe make alignment for this guy again. Which I will, yeah, I guess I do cast him more than once, sometimes. But, now we'll go with the Mountain Crusher, which there's a lot of brown on the board. Should get up something, I hope. Or it'll make alignment happen. So now we got alignment. We can maybe hit the Valraven, get it out of here. We got the Magma Dragon again. Probably not going to kill everything, but here we go. This is like we're done with the freaking event, pretty much. That's how deep it is. Alright, so that's that. Let's go do it again. And we got a Valraven, which is cool. I was hoping to get that. Let's make sure our medals are correct. What would I want with this team? Probably just all Nisha. So let me grab my tribute too. I've been getting more gems lately, like that concerted effort to get my gem stack repaired. And I got up over 5k right now, which is pretty good for me, because I'll get down to 1k, 2k sometimes in gems. And trying to get back a little bit. We've had a lot of gem intensive things happen recently, like a new faction and stuff like that. Even Legends Reborn, and got to use the gems to buy the pets. A lot of merchant and angel business going on. Like the merchants cost gems sometimes if you want to buy deeds. So, you know, gems are really precious and they get used up real quick. So I'm trying to get back to at least 5k, and I got 5k right now. What I've been doing is going and opening vault keys, of course, And you'll see on, I think, the spoiler video, I opened like 10 of them, and I got like a 300 drop and like a 150 drop, and you know, you get a little bit here and there from the regular gnomes. So I got quite a bit from vault keys, and then I've been opening glory chests. Like, I don't recommend this for everybody. Like, early game, you just open all your glory keys because you need so many troops. You still need, like, some of the epics and ultra rares, and definitely need legendaries and stuff like that. So, you're, like, opening all of them until you get pretty much all the epics and, like, half of the legendaries or something, and then you'll, like, start saving them, because what if a really good new mythic comes through, and if you're saving up all your keys and you have a bunch, and then, like, a really good new mythic comes through, it's the only one in the drop table, and it's way easier to get than just some random mythic. If you're throwing, like, all your keys all the time, there's 100 mythics. So even if you get one, which I've been opening a ton of these, and I haven't got very many mythics, even if you get one, it could be, like, Gargantuar or Fallen Valdes or just some random, like, mid-level mythic. But if you start saving all your keys and there's a new mythic, it's the only one in the drop table. So, and if it's good, then you know you're going to get a good one. So that's why you end up, like, early game, you throw all your keys, you don't care. But then, like, mid-game, maybe late mid-game, you start saving your keys because you already have, like, all the epics, all the ultra rares from opening all your keys up from as soon as you start all the way early game, all the way through, like, mid-game, you've been opening all your keys, so hopefully you have, like, all the ultra rares, all the epics, a lot of legendaries and stuff like that. By the time you get to, like, late mid-game, early end-game, you start saving all your keys up. You don't do that because now we're waiting for, like, a good new mythic to come through. Just because, like I said, it's early. It's easier to get a mythic when it's the only thing in the drop table. When a new mythic comes through at the beginning of the month, it's the only mythic there that's able to be, you know, received. So, and you want to be able to, you don't want to get like a Gargantuar or Fallen Valdes or something like that. So, you save up your keys. But I've been opening these, so I have over like 1 million glory. I had like 1.5 million glory almost, I think. And I've been opening just to get back some of my gem stack. And you get gems a little bit. You have to open like a bunch of them, but you still get like a lot of gems from opening your glory. But I don't recommend everybody do this. Like in-game players, if you're low on gems, it's probably the only person that should do this. But I've been doing this, getting lots of gems, totally free to play. And then doing the vault keys too. And I'm trying to open like all my vault keys so I can feel like I need to go super hard in the vault event. Because that's what it takes these days. I've been playing for so long, kind of like, to get motivated, I pretty much have to put myself in the hole, down to like 0 vault keys to feel like, to get motivated to do the vault event. So, that's what I'm trying to do, use up all my vault keys too. And then taking tribute has always been a good thing. Taking tribute every single hour has always been a good thing. You can get like 20 gems an hour. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up. You can get like 1,500 a week or something like that. But I'll just sit here and open, and I don't know if I want to go under 1 million, but we're getting close. So I have to make that decision pretty soon. Just doing this. You don't get gems every time. Opening without keys is like 1/4 of the chests. But I got 10 right there. So, pretty cool. Not recommended to everybody, but if you're an endgame player, I recommend it for replenishing your gem stack. Got mine up to 5,000 from like 2,000. Alright, so now let's finish up the dungeon. So, Saturday and Sunday I'm usually more lucky. I don't know why. I don't think it's like a thing or anything. I don't think you have better RNG. It's just like my RNG that on Saturday and Sunday I seem to get a perfect more often than I do during the week. I don't know why. It just is a thing. But in saying that, I probably won't get it this time. But I'm just gonna randomly pick. I feel like if I'm gonna pick 4, or I'm gonna pick 1, 2, 3, or I'm gonna pick 4, 5, 6. I feel like it never works for me. So I'm just gonna like randomly pick this doesn't work either, but I'd rather it be like random and not some thing I'm doing and it fails. There we go. You see, screwed it up already. Hey, I got 7 extra diamonds though, and it is Diamond Day, so good day to do the dungeon no matter what. I've been using this team to level up Sorcerer. If I get Sorcerer to 100, I get another magic stat for my whole account, for every single team, every single place. So my Sorcerer's on like 90 something. 95. So I need 5 more levels of Sorcerer, and I'll have a extra magic across the board everywhere I go. So working on that, and you get 2 class experience in the vault. And this is just like a team that doesn't really need a certain class. You can use some other team, but some teams need a certain class to work right. Like Phoenicia usually needs Sun Spear unless you're doing the Foe Mag. Like Zul'Goth usually needs like Slayer or something like that. So certain, like Gobtruffle needs like Warden or Titan. Like there's certain teams where you like have to use a certain class. So if you're trying to level up just a random class like Sorcerer, try to find a team that doesn't need like any certain class to work. This isn't the best team ever. When it works, it's beautiful and it's neat to look at because like it keeps going and going and going and you get so many skull hits and it's just like really cool. But when it doesn't work, it's slow and like you can lose. But I just like it because when it does work, it's really, really awesome. It's like that super fast car that you'll make a hit and it'll break down sometimes, but sometimes you'll make a hit and it'll get like a 4 or 3. Like it'll go super fast, but sometimes it'll break down. Like every other time it's going to break down. Alright, so I like to get green early, especially with Sorcerer, because I have like an enchant on green. As you can see, I could just do this real quick. It's probably a better idea. Just go back in. Or I could use a different team. We'll see what happens. I think we did this on the last live stream, and the team struggled a little bit. I use it more for vault keys. It doesn't have any problems there. But I like to match green early to get the enchant. Then it's yellow and brown from there. Ah, and they're already hitting me. Yeah, I might switch teams. Let's take yellow. Just let me go a little bit. Come on. Here we go. Show them what's up. Okay. I might just cast it again. This is the type of team where alignment is nice, but you don't have to have it. Like, my Wrath might die after I cast this, but... And it sucks they got Gorgotha in first slot, especially against this team. I'm just going to cast it. Wow, great decision. It's cool, though. We got our hero, we got the glaive. That might be enough. There we go. Let's do this. Alright, this thing is kind of nice. Sometimes you aren't supposed to cast it. It's here mostly for the unstable possession. Hey, what up, Sick? It's mostly here for the unstable possession, but sometimes it's nice to like transform a high-level annoying mob into something weaker and not as good. So I'm just going to cast it just for S's and G's. Doesn't always do it. Alright, and we got the glaive, but it doesn't have any kind of alignment. So let's get... Also, Scylla's kind of fun, because she has an instant kill and a Bone Storm. So this is like just the fun team. It's not always going to work. It's just the fun team, if you're trying to have fun. Which I always like kind of make fun of, but I have fun sometimes too, y'all. I make the silly dragon teams and the funny dragon teams. This is my silly, funny dragon team that I got from somebody else without a dragon. 21 diamonds. Alright, let's keep going. Even though we're not going to get a perfect. Alright, a spike trap. Those two traps don't really hurt that bad. Bleed isn't going to hurt me. And Jinx is just a little bit annoying. It's not that bad. The one you don't want to see is like... I think Silence is probably the worst trap. It's just... You have to like switch into a whole different team. You might as well switch into like a Queen Beatrix team at that point. Or like a... I'm not a big fan of the Voice of Orpheus or whatever, but that's what some people do. I'd rather just use Queen Beatrix. I feel like she's true damage to all anyway. Like, she has the cleanse effect, and she's useful other than that. The Voice of Orpheus has the cleanse effect, and it's better. Like, it's... I don't know. It's a little bit more... I don't know if it's more versatile at cleanse, but it doesn't do anything else. Like, it's just there for that. So, Queen Beatrix has true damage to all. It has a chance at an extra turn. It also has a cleanse. So if I ever get silenced in the dungeon, I'm using Queen Beatrix. I'm not messing around with anything else. So let's fight this King Mongo. If I get close to even losing, I'm gonna switch out of this team. But just my little fun team. Somebody gave me a long time ago, the Skull Waterfall. But yeah, Chatathon next weekend, y'all. It's gonna be at the Butt Crack of Dawn. The hardest part is getting through like that first 2 hours. The first hour's free, and then that second hour is usually like the hump, because like people are still sleeping. I usually count on people from like other countries because they're on a different time for them. Like they're 5 hours ahead, so it's really not that early for them. So I usually count on people like in a different country to come through and like keep the stream going. And I also have to start it early just because what if it does go 8 hours? You know what I'm saying? Like if I start at noon and it goes 8 hours, it's going to be 8 at night, and I just can't do that. But if it goes 8 hours and it starts at 5 in the morning, that's not as bad. That's like whatever, 1 o'clock. All right, cool. Another cool thing about this team, when you match skulls, as long as you're not stunned, you get the little explode 2 random gems when I deal skull damage. So matching skulls is pretty nice. Let's make sure we don't have an extra turn though. Let's do it. Get that little explosion. It makes something shake on the board. Look at all that. Now I got this. Once again, they had like a skull mitigation troop in first slot, I think. Just a fun team. Got this again. And we got this. So that was it, like doing its good pass and not blowing up on the track. That was it doing like a 4 or something. Yo, Chad, what up, bro? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing better. Definitely feel better today. It was like hell, though. I was in hell for a night. It was almost like a toothache, but in my stomach. It was bad. I think the problem was, like, I probably had food poisoning or something, but I don't throw up. Like, I just don't. And I bet you if I would have felt better sooner, but I was kind of like, it wasn't happening, so everything was just stuck in there. And it was, like, really painful. But I'm good now. Alright, let's get this blue extra turn. That'll also make an explosion. The cool thing about unstable possession, so just explosions happen all the time, and then you have all these skulls falling too, and then you can turn a bunch of stuff into skulls. That's why it works like it does. Unstable possession, explode 2 random gems on 4 or 5 gem match. So we're going to match a 4 or 5 gem match right now. It's going to make an explosion. We got a skull storm, so skulls are going to fall. And you see bang, 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 bang. Then hopefully you got alignment, which we do right here. Thanks, Chad, man. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Not gonna lie. What do we got here? So we do have a little bit with the... And the reason you don't need alignment all the time is because if I cast this, it's going to match skulls, and we're going to get that little explosion from matching skulls, and it just kind of like the board keeps going and going sometimes. But if you want to play it safe, definitely wait for alignment. But I think I'm just going to go for it. We get that little explosion. It's still our turn because of that little explosion. We can just match skulls to get our little explosion. Let's match them to where, like, if we match it this way, they got this. So maybe I'll match it up and hope that they don't get something, which they probably still will, but we gotta try. We still did, but it's alright. Let's make sure we don't have alignment with our scythe. We do, or our glaive. I don't care about that purple extra turn. If I would have took that, it would have blew up the board and messed up my alignment. So alignment is higher priority than an extra turn on purple, where it could... This, unstable possession, would have messed up the alignment we had with our glaive. So you gotta play this team right. You can't exactly just do whatever you want, but... Like right now, we can do the yellow... We should do this. We didn't have yellow alignment. Now we do. Bang, that was another example of it going really well. And I was just explaining a lot, or it would have been faster. And one more, right? Oh no, we're done. Sweet. That went way better than it usually does. It only had like one little hiccup. So we got all of our diamonds for the day, which I don't really need, but I get shards too. I could turn shards into jewels. And then you could change jewels into deeds. But you need writs to go with them. You can't. It's not just like, oh, if I have a bunch of jewels, I can turn them into deeds. You also need writs, and writs are the thing like that makes you not be able to do it. But it's nice to make sure you have the jewels, so that's never a reason why you can't make a purple deed or a green deed. You don't want that to be the reason. So make sure you have the jewels. Even as a high-level player, I kind of recommend playing Dungeon every day. I kind of took a little break from it and had my reasons for not doing it for a while. But then I started making the purple deeds. I did run out of writs first, but I could see a future where I maybe would run out of some jewels too. So I'm like, man, I got to play the dungeon every day again. I should have never stopped. Funky Town, Texas, what's up, bro? Stacy, how's it going? So we got Ebony, we got Sick, we got Chad, we got Funky, we got Stacy. How's everybody doing? Ebony says hi. Sick says hi. Chad says, sup, Sinny and Sinners. He says, hope you're feeling better. Yeah, definitely today, but I also haven't really tested it too much. I haven't eaten too much, but we'll see. Funky says, right on. What up? Stacy says hi. Thank y'all for joining me today at a different time on a different day, kind of. Good to see y'all. Alright, so we did the dungeon. I already did my crowns. I already did my adventure board, but make sure you do your adventure board today. There's lots of gems there. Lots of gems. And if you have your top kill 100 troops thing, that's even more gems. I think that's different for everybody, though, right? Can anybody else tell me? It has to be, right? It might, like, follow the same progression, but if you don't get it done on a day, it rolls over to the next day. I know all of y'all here in the chat probably know this, but, like, if anybody's watching after the fact, maybe a beginner or a mid-game player, this adventure board, these three, whether you do them or not, they're different the next day, and they're the same for everybody. So whether you do these or not, they're gone, and it's going to be something else the next day. The top one, though, if you don't do it, it's still there the next day. Like, it's there until you get it done. So you need to do those every single day so you can get a new one the next day. If you don't get the kill 100 troops done by reset, you're not going to have a new one the next day. I'm not sure about on Sunday because the whole freaking game resets on Monday morning, but like on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday or something, if you don't kill 100 troops, you're still going to have that the next day. Let's say you get 50 troops killed. Well, and it was on Tuesday that it popped up. Well, on Wednesday, it's still going to say 50 troops killed, and you still need to kill 50 more. If you had got that done on Tuesday, you would have a new one, and it would say, like, kill 150 purple. And it would be worth way more gems, too. Because there's, like, special ones that they put in there. So the more you get done, the more you're going to get, and the more chances you're going to get of getting a good one. So that top one up there, the kill 100 troops, the task completed 20 gems, you have to get that done every day or else it rolls to the next day and you still got to get it done and you don't get a new one. So the more times you get it done on the day it pops up, the more of them you're going to get that week. You can get 7 of them through the whole week, and it's always gems. And there's special ones that give you extra gems. It's like a RNG that you get those. It's like kill 150 purple troops. It's usually like a certain color that it asks for. And that'll give you like way more gems. I forget how many. It's like 150 or 100 or something like that. But so the more of these you get done, the higher chance you have of getting that. And that's another way to get a lot of gems. Just make sure you do the adventure board every day. Some people skip it. Some people think, oh, well, it's just minor trait stones and blah, blah, blah. And they're not even paying attention to it at all. They don't see that it says kill 150 purple troops. They just go about their day. They do their dungeon or whatever. They go do their raids. They're doing vault keys or something. They're killing red gnomes the whole time doing vault keys. They never kill purple. And then they just move on and they never get it done. And that's like 150 gems they could have got there. But if you pay attention to the adventure board every day, you'll definitely come out ahead. You'll have way more class experience. It's a good place to grind that. You'll never miss like gems or VIP keys or war coins or whatever's going to be in here. And then that top line up there is like the thing that you need to get done every day. If you see this here, you're checking it, runes of water, just little trait stones, you could skip that one. Go on to the gems, do that one. Go on to this, do that one. But the top one's the one that you can't like skip. You got to do it so you get a new one the next day. These will all disappear and it'll be something else the next day. So you can do them or you cannot do them. Chad says, yeah, we on Xbox have dig for gems too and dig 4 in the tab. Yeah, I know like the bottom one's the same for everybody, but is the top one the same progression for everybody, or is it like RNG? I think it's RNG because you have a chance at like that 150 purple kill or 150 green kill or whatever. I think the top one's random for everybody. It might start off at like the same one. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure if the progression of the top one, that'd be a question to ask the Encyclopedia of Gems of War. Because I'm not sure on that one. Like the top one, the kill 100 troops, task completed, 20 gems. Is that the same for everybody every day? If, like say me and Chad on Monday, we get kill 100 troops, 20 gems. And then me and Chad both get that done. And then tomorrow, are we both going to have the same one again? Because Chad could not get it done, or I could not get it done, and would still be kill 100 troops. And then they would get a different one, and I wouldn't. And then they would get theirs done again on Tuesday, and I would get this one done. Would I get the one that they had on Tuesday? Or would I get the one that they're having on Wednesday? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure if it's the same for everybody. I think it's RNG because of those special ones. It's like a random chance that you get the special gem ones on the top. So I don't think it's the same for everybody, but I'm not sure. The whole adventure board used to be not the same for everybody. And then it was like people were complaining because some people were getting better like adventure boards than other people. So they just made it the same for everybody at some point. It's RNG, says John. You have the same adventure board on PC and mobile. How's it going, John? Yeah, I know like the bottom three are the same for everybody for sure. I'm talking about the top one. Which maybe it is the same. It might be the same progression, and you just have to... And maybe it's RNG for everybody, whether they get the special one or not. What are we doing? Alright, let's do raids. I wonder if we still need to even do this. I'll do it either way, but we're done, dude. It's gonna feel like I'm not making any progress. Ugh, ingots. Alright, I'm gonna just show the team again real quick. We can do like vault keys or something after this. I don't have much left to do today on the game. I did my dungeon, I did my adventure board, I did my crowns, there was a pet that I did. Raids is done, world event is done. Like, I don't have much left to do. I gotta make that spoiler video after this too. So I don't know, depending on how y'all feel today, how the stream goes. I don't know if it's gonna exactly be like a 2-hour long. I'm kind of like easing back into it too. And like it's a little bit later. And I still need to do the spoiler video. So I'm not sure if we're gonna go like super duper long today. And I already got everything done. But lots of reasons as to why. But we'll see if you guys, if we're all having fun and stuff, we'll keep going. Alright, do we have a... We don't have anything up. Alright, we got the magma dragon. Should I cast it? Let's do it. Alright, we got the hammer. Let's go. Do we have alignment? Yes, we do. So let's get this Zul'Goth down. Now, should I cast the magma dragon or the Infernus? I think the magma dragon might kill the Zul'Goth. We could chip everything else down, then the Infernus will hit the other two pretty hard. Yeah, that works out. Can't remember if I had the Mountain Crusher on top or I had the Igneous on top. The Igneous does have 50% skull reduction. I remember having that on top for the beginners. And it does have that the red to brown, which can help get everybody up too. So it's a nice tank, it's a nice mana. It's really not a damage dealer. It's called a God Slayer, which you would think would be a damage dealer. It's more of like a tank slash mana generator. It's like it's an okay raid troop. At least it does something. Some of them do nothing. Some of the raid troops are just damage to Zul'Goth and that's it. Like they literally have nothing under based on my ascensions. Some of them just don't have nothing after that. That's when you know it's a bad one. It'll just say, deal damage to an enemy if they are a boss, deal 3 times to 5 times damage based on my ascensions. Period. And then you know it's like a terrible one. Unless it has like a crazy good trait, which I don't think they ever do, because they have to have Godslayer as their third trait. And then the 2 top traits are never like anything super awesome usually. So this one has transform all red gems to brown under, which means it's a good one. A good raid Godslayer. That's the same with like the tower troops. Some of them have like nothing. Some of them have blow up 2 red gems or whatever, which is nice. Just having that little extra thing, because you're going to have to cast it no matter what. It might as well have something that it's doing on top of that. Anyway. Alright, what are we doing here? What do we want to... I might match... I'll just take brown, I guess. I'll just take brown. Let's do this one. We had alignment now right here. Nice. Let's go. Zolgath. Let's do our hammer. We don't want to do Igneous again. I don't care about Zolgath down there. I don't need to finish him off. At least not right now. I mean, if he starts to get high, his mana close to full, I might kill him. But for now, I'm going to try to use my other troops to do it. Let's do this. If there's alignment, I'm going to do it. Like right now. Let's do it. That's like a free turn. Might as well. And we don't have alignment. Let's Mountain Crusher. Now, in Furnace, we do have alignment. Let's do this free damage on... who has more? They're really close. That one has 8 more. That one has 5 more. So, I think it's this one. And we got this little extra turn. Get some gold. Let's go in Furnace. I think he can finish him off. John! Jim is here. What up, Jim Hambrick? How's it going? How's everybody doing today? I'm trying another thing I was thinking about. Like, I know a lot of y'all go to church. I've talked to a couple people about it, like what time they get off church. When I do have to do these Sunday live streams and stuff, I prefer Saturday. Now, like the spoiler video, that was a thing at a certain time. I'm just not caring anymore. I'm not like I'm gonna look at my own channel, worry about my own self. I'm not caring anymore about other people. I'm just off that. So if you guys were, you know, on the fence about, I'm not even caring about it anymore. So hopefully that's a good thing for y'all. So I'm probably gonna live stream on Saturdays whenever I can, but sometimes it's gonna be Sunday. So when it is Sunday, I'm wondering, should I do it a little bit later for the people that go to church and stuff, or will that like mess it up for people because they go early? I don't know. I used to go. I don't go anymore. So I don't know. I don't even remember when it starts or ends or whatever. But maybe like move the live streams to 11 would be a good start, like 30 minutes later. Because I know like sometimes we'll be doing a live stream on a Sunday at 10:30, and like right when I'm about to like stop live streaming, like some people come in. Like I remember like Trey or Imperial, like a couple people coming in right at the end. I'll show this team one more time, even though I don't really need to. I'm leveling up Geomancer. And then we'll do Vault Keys for the rest of the time. I'm sure most people already have this event done, though. This is one of those, like, it's probably the second easiest event in the entire game. To, like, get all rewards. We don't have alignment. I like red and brown, but we don't have it. Let's just take the yellow. We still don't have it. I'm willing to wait. Mountain Crusher gets up next turn no matter what. But do we have anything else? No, so I have to take brown. Still no alignment, so I'm gonna go Mountain Crusher. Zolgath doesn't have any mana. I'm not worried about him right now. Magma Dragon. Let's go. Still no alignment. Let's do Infernus. Bang, bang. Alright. We're gonna have to hit him eventually, but let's do this. Maybe we'll hit him with skulls. Finally. There we go. And he's dead. That was fine. Just have to hold that thing till it's ready to go. Alright, so raids are done. We got all rewards. That'll be the team I would recommend. I think you could maybe use a different weapon, though. I just like Mount Crusher because it's such a low mana cost. You can get it up super fast. 3 of the troops on the team use brown anyway. You know, it doesn't really get mana blocked too hard by anything. And I bought up to the weapon if anybody cares. Which is a cool weapon. We've been getting a lot of these recently. One day they'll be done with them. They were on the do damage and make 2 different colors. And they finally like did every typing in every kingdom for those. And then the next one was the blow up a color for a typing to get a stats effect to a typing to get a summon for the same typing. You see how they do that? They'll make like a weapon and it does the same thing and they just change the typing or they change the kingdom. It's like simple for them to think of the next one. They'll do that until they hit every single typing in every single kingdom. Then they have to like think of a new weapon. They did like that. They'll cast, do a certain amount of damage based on a typing, make a 2 colors based on the typing. Like that, they did that one for a long time until they hit every typing in kingdom. Now they're doing the explode one. I think I'm done with Song of the Sands, right? We were done with that like Friday. Yeah, because I remember like we were really close when I was doing my last battles. Yo, Supernova! How's it going? Major Orb. I used to love those so much. Before they put in the new orbs, my favorite was purple. And your favorite color orb is going to change as you go from a low-level player to a high-level player. Your favorite color orb is used to. I don't know if it will now. Like I think everybody's favorite is like the glory or the minions now. But back in the day when they didn't have those, you were like, everybody wanted blue. Like when they first came out, the orbs, there was just green, orange, blue, and purple. Most people here remember that, right? It wasn't that long ago. And like everybody wanted blue. Like everybody, nobody liked green at all. Nobody ever liked green, ever. Everybody wanted blue so bad when they first came out. Like wishing for a blue. And then like it got to the point where, you know, purple kind of took over. Where purple was the best one. Because you could get mythics, like the new mythics. You could get guild seals. It's a lot of guild seals for a level 6 chest to get mythics and legendaries and stuff. Like purple ended up being my favorite by the end, before they put in the minions and the glory ones and stuff. Now it's minions and glory. I don't know which one y'all think is better. Let me know in the chat. Minions or glory. I think glory is technically like, it's going to take a longer time to like medal every single troop in the game than it would to like, you know, with pets, where you can, you know, you already have like a lot of them fully ascended, and then like you get, it's cool at first. It's kind of like the blue orb. So I feel like the minions orb is like the old blue orb, where you get one right now. It's like exciting because you want to fully ascend a pet. And it's like how the old blue orb used to be. But I feel like the glory orb is the purple one, and it's eventually going to take over, and everybody's going to like that one more. So that's how I like the whole bring it back around, equate it to something I said earlier. Right now, you know, the minion orb is like the old blue orb, and the glory orb is like the old purple orb. Maybe I'll do one battle just in case somebody isn't done. I switched to double Corvash, honestly. It seemed like, I don't know about this Desert Mantis either. He wasn't doing very much for me, but eventually, sometimes you switch. You know, I'm not going to use the same thing I used on Monday. And I even mentioned it in the video, like, should maybe do double Corvash. We got skulls on this medal, I forget. I don't even have my medals on, do I? Nope. Great. Oh well, let's see if we can win without the medals. Sometimes I can. And when he doesn't get an extra turn, he gets on my nerves. That Desert Mantis. I think since we got true damage, we could probably get this done even without medals. That Wild King, though, he's all the way at the bottom, too. I don't have the extra skulls, you idiot. I gotta take them, though, so they don't hit them on me. Don't you hate when you take skulls just so they won't take them, but then they get skulls anyway? Like from the sky. I hate when that happens. It's like I took those skulls to make sure y'all didn't take them, and then you get them from the sky anyway. Emperor Corvash is pretty tanky, so we'll probably be okay here. See, there he got an extra turn. Sometimes he's okay, sometimes he's not. Come on, Corby. Let's drain their mana real quick. Working our way down with no metals. That's why this looks so weak. No metals on. Did it even ask me? Like, what happened there? Did it not even ask me about the metals? They set me up for skulls. Jerks. Sometimes they'll, like, blink a certain move. So you'll take it, and then they know what's going to fall next. I feel like... Don't you feel like the AI knows the sky gems? Like the ones that are going to fall next? I mean, they have to. That's kind of cheating. They like know if they take something over here, they'll take brown here, and they know what's coming next up here. Like above the yellow, and the green. The computer knows what's going to happen. Like, that's annoying. Otherwise, like, you know, that just makes sense. Why would they not know what the next ones were going to be? They're going to get skulls here if I do this. Should I? Is there any other move, though? Not really. Alright, whatever. Ooh, I didn't know he was going to kill, though. Ow. Brown and blue. This Wild King could get me, dude. Oh, why didn't you get an extra turn, you jerk? And you put a bunch of yellow on the board, you idiot. No! We might be dead. About to crush my face in. That sucks. Come on, baby. Stupid metals. One more skull hit. Let's go. Two more, whatever. Oh, come on, man. I just need, like, two more skull hits. He just needs to get his mana, and I'm dead, though. And I keep putting a bunch of yellow on the board like a dummy. What else am I going to do? Alright, I might retreat. I'm about to lose. I'll probably just let myself lose here. Ouch. There's no way I get two skulls for he casts. Put more yellow for him. Put more yellow for him. Come on, man. Maybe if he misses, and then I can take a bunch of skulls. That's probably not going to happen, though. Oh, no! I lost. Stupid metal. Let me go put them on. Wonder why it didn't ask me. Maybe it did, and I was just being a dummy. Alright, now let's do it properly with the freaking... Maybe my other team was better. Yeah, not. I didn't use metals, though. Brian Walker, how's it going? Yeah, I'm live. Playing at a slightly different time. Pagemaster said I used Mang with that group red creating Fire Chick. Oh, the new one? Yeah. That's not bad. I mean, it's not bad for, like, this event. Am I thinking the right thing? Is that the Glory Shop troop this week? Or was that last week? I'm just going to take skulls again. I got my medals this time. They would have been dead last time if I had my medals, because I did so many skull hits that would have hit for an extra 100%. You know what I'm saying? Look at that now. This is like the same team. They're destroyed in 5 seconds. That's the difference the metals make. That was a good example there. The difference that the metals make, right there. You saw me struggle and ultimately lose in a very long, protracted battle without the medals. And then with the medals, it took me about 30 seconds to win. 20 seconds, whatever. It's a huge difference. Now I want to like play one more time because I hate losing. Nah, you're good, bro. I forgot to put the medals on. Like, that's... The world event is the medals. Like... You know what I mean? That'd be like playing bounty and using no bounty troops and trying to get all rewards. Like, you're just making it harder for no reason. Let's just do this. Let's do this. Let's, do, this, got this. I'm gonna go down here. Cause the other ones, I'm already doing true damage on them, like, be a waste of time, I feel like. Let's do this. I'm already doing true damage on the first ones. Why would I hit it with the Chris hook? Could just get rid of them with one cast of a... Now what? I'm just gonna take green and purple maybe. Oh, we got this blue. We got this red. Bang, they're out of here. So yeah, the world event is the medals. That's the thing. The medals and then like the restriction. After that, it's like nothing. Alright, make sure I got all my guild stuff done. That's one thing I haven't checked. I'm pretty sure I do. Do we have any spots open? No, we're finally totally full. That's awesome. Hopefully it stays that way. That's what you hope for as a high-level guild. Like, you just want it to stay full and like everybody to be participating and doing their share. Who cares if like the 30th person is like barely getting by and doing the bare minimum? That's better than needing a new person every single freaking day, every single week. I think a person doing the bare minimum in a top-level guild is like a asset, somebody good to have. Most people are going to go above and beyond and do their best and like, you know, you got to have those 5 people at the bottom doing the bare minimum and you just got to let them do it. You can't like, you know what I mean? You put a requirement there for a reason. Like, maybe they can barely meet the requirement. Maybe they don't have a lot of time, but they want to try being in a high-level guild. Like, I never feel a type of way about anybody as long as they're given the right amount of gold, they're getting the right amount of trophies, they're getting their seals, and they're participating somewhat. You know? Like, if they have a big fat 0 in an event, that's a thing to say, you know? Hey, you didn't participate in this event at all. Like, step it up. But if they're if they're meeting all the requirements and doing the bare minimum, like, you might as well give them another chance and then keep an eye on them. But if they're like participating in all the events, even if they're getting last place in all of them, like getting barely any points, as long as they participate and they meet all the bare minimum requirements, you got to have some of those people in a guild, or else you're going to be looking, and you're never going to find like, you're going to find another bare minimum person probably, you know, like at best. Because a lot of guilds, it's hard to keep 30. Look at this Watchtower with 26 people. It's hard to keep 30 people in a guild. Bet you most of them don't. Look at 24, 27, 29, 28. Like, it's really hard to keep a full 30. So when you see that, you're like, feels good. And you hope these people at least do the bare minimum. Like a new guy, you never like, oh, he better get first place and give the most gold. No, it's like, just get through a week. Come on, do the bare minimum, man. Let's get through a week here. You can do it again and again. I don't care. Just come on. Want to keep 30 people in here. Having a big fat 0, nobody's doing nothing. I'd rather have something going on. You know what I mean? Roberto is here. How's it going, Roberto? Hey, Cinny, thanks for all the vids and tips. It helped me a lot. That's good to hear, man. I need those kind of comments these days. Keep me going, yeah? Not exactly like thinking I'm going to like blow up and go to the moon anymore. It's just like kind of doing it for doggy paddling, doing it for fun these days. We kind of had our time. I think everybody gets to have their time. And that's like your peak, and then it just kind of like settles back down. So it's going to happen to everybody. It is what it is. Just got to like accept it. If you want to buck back, but I might try that. I might not. I'm going to base it all on this chatathon coming up. whether or not, which is next weekend. I'm going to say it a bunch because I only got a week to promote it, so I know it's going to get a little annoying, but Chatathon next weekend, butt crack of dawn, probably Saturday, potentially Sunday. I'll let y'all know ASAP, probably by tomorrow. Got to talk to the wifey. But one of the 2 weekend days next weekend, because it's the last weekend of the month. I waited as long as I could. We only do this every other month. All the centers previous did awesome. World record for our channel. Like longer and longer and longer each time. So I'm hoping y'all can do that too. The current crop. The sultry 70 or the sinful 70, whatever we decided for that. I put a community tab post up about like what we should call the 70. Because we had 70 members. I don't know if we still do. I could check on that. But let's do some vault keys. Let's get those medals off, though. Those are gross when you're not doing the world event. That's another thing some beginners might not know. The world event medal does not work anywhere outside of the world event. I mean, most people know that. It's common sense for a lot of us that have been playing for a long time. But if this is your first world event and you get some world event medals, they do not work outside the world event. It's like the only medal that's specific to an event. So you gotta, like, you can't use them outside the world event. You don't want to get them stuck on while you're doing, like, Guild Wars or something, even if you're offline, because then your defend team doesn't have any medals. It has the crappy world event medals that don't apply. So I'm going to be using that Skull team in the vault, so let's go something like this. Dropping little nuggets of knowledge for beginners in this live stream. Didn't even know I was going to do that, but that's what I like to do. Yeah, Fire Spirit. Fire Spirit's not bad, especially if you have like an all red team. If your team's not all red, I don't like it, but that's like the only good thing about it is how it gives like mana to all whatever it is. It's a new troop, so I don't remember it exactly, but doesn't it like give like some mana to all the red troops on your team or something? All right, so I usually look for green early to get that little enchant for my hero, and then I look for yellow and brown after that. Let's check out how many members we got right now. That's what really matters to me these days is like the core, the choir, like people that are my most support, like, yeah, my friends basically. The other like casual like number, like the views or whatever, that's hard to get. It's fickle, it's fringe. You'll have it at some point and then you don't. All of a sudden, it's gonna happen to everybody. You ride high on your horse for like 6 months and then somebody else comes along. It just always happens. So whoever it is right now, somebody else is going to come along. Enjoy it while you're there. And also realize that while you're there, it really ain't that good anyway. So you really got to love it because that's as good as it's going to get, buddy. So take a look at that and see how awesome that is. And then that's as good as it's getting. Alright, so green, brown, and yellow. I already got green going on. I'm going to use yellow here. Of course, they get skulls, but it's okay. We got the glaive, but we don't have alignment right now. Let's take this green. I'm going to go... Wrath's not up. What a jerk. So I'm just going to cast the glaive, I think. I got a little bit. Alright, if Scylla dies, I don't really care too much. Kind of like makes our team not as good, but it's not as bad as like Wrath or Glaive dying. And we're just fighting gnomes anyway. 3 of the gnomes could run away and I could just kill Cedric and I would still get all the rewards. It's not like a big like, oh. Not a big deal what happens, really. You just gotta get through it and not lose. That's the weird thing about vaults. Another little beginner tip. The gnomes, when they run away in the vault, doesn't matter. You still get the rewards. But if they run away anywhere else, you don't get the rewards. So, like a vault key, you get your gnomes no matter what, even if they run away. You already procured the vault key. You get those rewards no matter what, as long as you don't lose. But when there's a gnome that pops up in a random battle, if you let it run away, then you don't get it. But if it's during a vault key, you do. No matter what, as long as you win. Memberships. Alright, so right now we have 71. So we're the sinful 70. Somebody said the Sin City 70. Somebody said the 69 plus ones. Somebody said the Sultry 70. Somebody said the Suave 70. Like, I have a name for every other... I've never had 70 before, so... It's because of all the gifted memberships, which is super fun, by the way. You during a live stream, you can gift a membership to somebody else that's here. They don't even have to be talking. They can already have a membership. It'll either, like, bounce them up to Tier 2 if they're Tier 1, or it'll, like, give them the next month, I think. And if they don't have a membership, it gives them a membership. They get the badges, the emojis, the videos early and ad-free. So gifted memberships are freaking fun, and that's the reason we have 70 right now. Like, it's going to go up and down, but it's pretty cool. And that's super fun. I hope for a lot of that during the chatathon. That'd be super neat. If during the chatathon we get a lot of gifted. Because that helps other people too. Like, I'm thinking about, like, I wonder if I can give away gifted memberships. Like, I wonder if I can, like, give them out. Like, I'll have to try, see if I can do that. Like, maybe I can, instead of, like, giving a code out. You know how some channels will give a code so you can get your 1 gem key? Wonder if I could gift a membership or something, so I have something to give away. I'm about to look into that. I think that would be neat. You come to my live stream, guess what? You might be able to get $5. You might be gifted a membership. And emojis, badges, videos, early and ad-free. I think that's cool, right? Even if I have to, like, jump on a different account or something. Like, maybe it won't let me do it for my own channel. But I could probably figure out a way to, like, make it happen either way. I'll just make another account that's, like, Sinnycool gift or something. Alright, what do we do here? We got Wrath. We could change yellow into skulls, change blue into brown, or we could use our glaive. I think I want to do Wrath because they both have, like, the same kind of non-alignment. And Wrath will make some brown. Maybe that'll give the glaive what it needs. Yep. I think today's Beg's last day, right, Beg? The Supreme 70s. Yeah, that's a good one. I even looked it up on Google, like, alliteration with 70 or whatever. We already had the Sultry and the Sinful, and that's where the other ones came from. I think I already thought up, like, Scrumptious. The Scrumptious 70. Just be funny. It says big stinky green booger. Didn't want that. I'm gonna mute up for a sec. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. But yeah, we got 71 right now. That definitely goes up and down. Like tomorrow it could be like 67. I don't know. But it's 71 right now, which is cool. Appreciate it so much. Alright, let's see if I missed anything in the chat here. Brian says I almost always miss live. Yeah, I've been thinking about like changing the time just a little bit, like tweaking it. This, like, today isn't, like, making me think I should change it, but, you know, just change it to 11. On the weekends, most people sleep in a little bit anyway, even if it's just, like, a little bit later. I know, like, during the week, I'll wake up at, like, 4 a.m. sometimes, 5 a.m., but on the weekend, I'll sleep into, like, 7 or 8. People go to church. Maybe people stayed up all night Friday or Saturday doing something fun. I don't know. So maybe I should make them, like, slightly later on the weekends, like 11 or noon or something. So Brian says, I got my first Ironhawks. Thanks for all the tips and advice. I was able to forge the troop by saving up. No problem, man. That's all I'm trying to do. Like, sometimes it sounds abrasive and stuff, and like, I don't know, but I have no, like, ulterior motive. Like, I'm just trying to help people out. Tell y'all what worked for me, and that's all I can really do. I'm not a dev. I'm not like an encyclopedia of Gems of War. All I can tell y'all is what works for me. And my 6-7 years of experience on the game, totally free to play. So if you do exactly what I say, it's gonna work. If you like half-ass it, it might not work. So it's always good to hear. If you're taking like advice from the one guy and then taking my advice and kind of mixing them together, it might not work. I'm just honestly, you kind of sometimes you have to like stick to your guns and do one thing. You got to see like this person has VIP this you know. Did that for fun. Casted that. Alright, matching skull. Oh, ooh, he killed himself. Did you see that? That was that reflect. 25% of skull damage gets reflected back on him. He hit me with skulls and then he died. That was funny. I guess we just take let's take green because our glaive is like needs its enchant. That's a good choice. I guess I'll just cast it. There's a lot of get our mana back even if nothing happens there. Alright, let's see what we get. Caustic Life said, I hear ya, I did the same thing but saved up 8k gems, so hard not to spend when you want troops, and got 2 now, followed Sunny's advice and resisted the urge to spend. The only people are like the only thing people can say about that is there is an Adana rework coming, but nobody knows. Like if we look, if it's, let's say like the Adana rework happens and Ironhawk gets nerfed, right? I didn't know that. You didn't know that. Nobody knew that at this time right now when Ironhawk came through the Soul Forge. So the advice right now is to craft Ironhawk. Like, I'm not like a time traveler that can travel to the future and see if they nerfed Ironhawk or not and then come back in time and tell y'all, no, don't do it because they're nerfing them in the future. Like, I can't do that. All I can tell you is right now, Ironhawk is the best mythic in the game. He'll get you the most resources. Will it suck really bad if they nerf him and now he's not the best and now you can't use him? Yeah, that'll suck, but that's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can only tell you what's the right advice right now. So in the future, if it gets nerfed during the Adana rework, I don't want to, you know, nobody can blame me for telling y'all to make Ironhawk. That's just the advice right now because I'm not a dev. I can't tell you, yeah, they're going to nerf it, and yeah, it's not going to be as useful. I made sure to mention that, but I still think Ironhawk's... I can't, like, knock him out of the top 10 just based on, like, conjecture and maybe this and maybe that. Like, right now, he is the best, and having 2 of them is the best way. If I was a dev, I would want to nerf Ironhawk, but I would also be afraid of the backlash. Especially... they, like, dug their own grave right there. I feel like they put Ironhawk last through the cycle on purpose. I don't know if that's a thing they can even do. I wouldn't, you know, I would believe it if they did, though. I feel like somehow they put Ironhawk in at the end of the cycle. So, like, it would be a long time in between Ironhawks, so not as many people would have it during, like, the first couple Vault events where we were getting orbs and Dragonite and stuff. You see what I mean? So not as many people had it. And now, Adana rework, potentially they nerf it to mitigate the damage of the Ironhawks getting too many orbs or Dragonite. But also, that kind of backfires because so many people are just now crafting it. Maybe even crafting 2 of them, like Caustic Life. That's 8,000 diamonds. They better offer you like a refund or something. If they're going to nerf Ironhawk, they should be ready to give a refund to everybody that crafted them in this most recent Soul Forge. Because they did that to themselves. They potentially, I don't know, man. Maybe it just fell, maybe it's just bad RNG and it just fell at the end of the cycle or whatever. But the way that it's happening, if it does happen like that, they're going to have a lot of backlash by a lot of people that saved up a lot of diamonds and waited very patiently to get their Ironhawks. And then if they do nerf, they're going to have so much backlash. So they kind of dug their own grave if they're going to do that. So the world is going to burn if they decide to nerf it. So I don't know if they're going to do it or not. I don't know. I think like they want to, but they're also like the backlash is going to be severe. They've already, like, the Dungeon Tool, a Weaver Gate, Chris Crinkle, the missing vault in January. Like, it's so easy to think of all the things that people have been quitting about. Like, it used to be kind of hard. Like, oh, Weaver Gate and this and now I could just think of 4 of them right off the top of my head because they've been screwing up so much. People have been quitting and quitting and quitting over those things. Could you imagine if they nerf Ironhawk right after Caustic Life waited, saved up 8,000 diamonds, gets them finally, and then they nerf it during the Adana rework after the Dungeon Tool, Weaver Gate, you know, Chris Crinkle, the missing vault event, and then Ironhawk gets nerfed too? Dude, the game is gonna burn. It's gonna be crazy. They're gonna regret it. Like, they're super greedy though, man. They don't want us getting all those orbs and Dragonite stuff. They want us using gems and buying stuff. They want us running out of gems, so we have to spend real money on gems. They like their little Dragonite trick, get everybody addicted to it. They like their Merchant and Angels thing. They love to run us out of gems, so we have to buy more. So nerfing Ironhawk, I'm sure they would love to do it. Like, the big boss man's probably like, find a way to do it, find a way to do it. And they're all like, it's gonna burn down, it's gonna burn, you better put on your freaking ointment. Better get that Preparation H out, boss man. Brian says, yeah, the guild I joined is mostly French players. Super glad they took me in at level 200. And as long as you play all the events and contribute, they keep you on. That's the cool thing about guilds and stuff. You don't really even have to talk to them. Like, I've joined guilds where I can't even understand what they're saying. And as long as you do the minimum requirements and stuff, like, they're not going to kick you out most of the time. I mean, it's probably better to join a guild that speaks your own language just in case they're saying something like, this week we're going to do this and try to get trophies and, like, everybody has to participate, but you don't understand it because you don't speak their language and they're doing something weird. Or, like, the Tower of Doom and stuff like that. But, like, you don't have to talk to anybody in your guild if you don't want to. Like, there's no reason to be a lone wolf in this game at all. So joining a guild is just a given. Everybody should do it no matter what. Even if it's a freaking guild where you can't even understand people. Who cares? Join a freaking German guild. Join a whatever, Portuguese guild. Doesn't matter. You don't have to talk to them, so it doesn't matter you can't understand them. Just do the minimum requirements and you'll be good. Let's take the skulls. We get our little explosion. Oh, what? Because I didn't hit, maybe? There we go. Brown, we need green. Nope. Okay, there it is. Paige says it converts chosen gem color to burning gems. That's better than I thought then, Paige. Brian says I felt the same way. Page Master said, oh, and I had Shagra converts red to skulls. Yeah, I like Shagra, especially since it's it got that little buff. It was always kind of borderline, and then it got its little buff, and I feel like it's slightly... It's not good or anything. I don't know. It might be good, but it's not, like, great. I like Shagra right now. It's like my secret little crush. Supreme 70s. Let me catch up here. Sorry, y'all. Supreme 70s. John says if you get to 77 members, you should call yourselves Sunsetters. Like 77 Sunset Strip. Yeah. Brian says Deadly 70 Cinzanites. Citizens. Beg says, yeah, left guild last night, stopping the grind for me. You all made it fun. I hope you stick around, Beg, man. Like, you don't have to play Gems of War to be, like, around the channel and stuff. I don't know. I hope you stick around, bro. I need people like you. There's a lot of y'all here, but just since Beg for Mercy is talking about leaving, you know, he's really loyal. He's got my back. He's never, like, never once have I looked at him sideways. And I've looked sideways at a lot of people. Beg for Mercy, I've never looked at him sideways one single time. He's been super duper loyal. He tells me things when he sees things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really have that many people. I could count them on one hand. And I don't blame anybody. Like, it's just the internet. It's just Gems of War. Like, who you don't know me. I'm a stranger. Like, so I don't blame anybody. But thank you, Brian. Audio is sounding great. Keep odd hours, says Brian. Supernova says, yes, I woke up almost an hour ago after grinding all night. Grinding all night, man. Good. Supernova says, in the event of the Ironhawk nerf, I already... Yeah, I mean, there's Moon Mage, there's Rowan, there's always Phoenicia and stuff like that, but to set us back in time, back to the Rowan, like... John says, even if they nerf Ironhawk, we just revert back to the faithful Rowan. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Brian says, yeah, 8K Diamonds is no joke. Supernova says, I have a friend who crafted 2 Ironhawks for the first time. Would be mad if the Ironhawks get nerfed. I know a lot of people, Supernova. You know, I have a channel, and, like, people are sending me comments and messages in the Discord, and so I've heard of people just now crafting it. A lot. All right, Chad, we'll see you when you get back, bro. We'll still be here, most likely. I'm going to go at least 15 more minutes, probably. You guys hopefully saving it up for the chat-a-thon next weekend. Appreciate it. All right, let's yellow and brown. Nope, no green either. Oh, we got green, but yeah, let's take it, I guess. What should we do here? Let's take the yellow, yeah. They mixed my team up. We got any brown alignment? This is just the fun team, by the way. I'm not saying this team is awesome or anything. I'm leveling up Sorcerer. I'm having some fun. You don't always have to use, like, the super duper meta. I mean, I suggest it, but I don't do it all the time, 100% of the time. That would get boring. Some people get bored of Rowan. Some people get bored of Queen Beatrix or King Gobtruffle or Zul'Goth or Phoenicia. Like, people get bored of that stuff sometimes. Especially if you've been playing a very long time. You can only use, like, Rowan so many times. If I got anything good yet, I'm gonna, probably open these till I get something good, at least. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 8K Diamonds is a lot. I hope they think about that, but I don't think it even matters. Like, I have no idea, but I get the gist that they have, like, a boss. I've said this a bunch, and it's just my theory. That's all about, like, making money. You know, they don't care about the player base at all. All they want is, like, the devs to, you know, generate more money, more money, more money, more money. And, so the devs are probably fighting for us sometimes, and they just have nothing to stand on. Like, they can't do anything about it. They should just come out. Somebody should come out and say that, like Salty. Like, a previous dev that left. Like, she probably saw the writing on the wall, maybe. To where, you know, they got bought out. Then she left pretty closely after that. Maybe she saw the writing on the wall. Maybe she could tell us, yeah, that's why. Or maybe no. Maybe she could say, yeah, no, that's not why. But one way or the other, like, it'd be cool if a dev, like, maybe if they quit or something, or they get a better job, or they move to a different job, maybe they could tell us one day. There's probably, like, something you sign where you can't, like, say stuff like that. But that'd be cool to hear. Like, yeah, we wanted to do this, but they stopped it. Or, yeah, we know that was going to make y'all mad, but they made us do it. Or, that'd be cool to hear, because I'm always, like, ragging on the devs and stuff. Maybe they just have no control, and maybe they just can't do anything about some of the things. Like the pet that was missing from the new faction. Like, maybe they knew that was going to happen. Maybe they wanted to fix it, but maybe they weren't allowed to do that. Maybe the boss said, no, we don't want to pay you extra for overtime or whatever. Maybe there was a dev that had noticed it immediately or knew it was going to happen ahead of time and said, hey, big boss man, you know, the pet's not working right. Like, you want me to go in on Saturday and fix it for 30 minutes? She's like, nah, just put it in there on Tuesday. Who cares? Yeah, but, you know, some of the players, they use the pet, like, the little bit of extra stats they get to get the pure faction done. I don't care about that. Who cares about, yeah? They don't understand. They probably don't even play the game. You think the boss, the guy that owns the company or whatever, plays this game? They don't care. Like, well, little floofy pet? What are you talking about? Like, just put it in on Tuesday. Next time you guys are actually working and can do it. I'm not going to pay you overtime for a little floofy pet. I don't care about that. What are you talking about? Eventually, they probably just even stop, like, saying stuff. Like, yeah, we know he's going to say no, so just let it rock. We'll let all the people complain on the forum. We'll just have to sit there and take it. Alright, we can turn yellow to skulls, or we can turn blue to brown, or we can match these skulls right here, and I think I'm going to match the skulls, because I don't have alignment. Alright, we can change yellow to skulls, we can change blue to brown. Let's do blue into green. Let's just do this. We're going to get up our glaive anyway. Okay, glaive is up now, but we still don't have much. Let's do this. Changed it. I wonder if that still counts. I think it will. It doesn't matter that I transformed that gnome. I'll still get it. I bet. We have like nothing. I'm gonna do this. Now we can do this and win. Alright, let's make sure I got 3 gnomes. I doubt that transforming a gnome will affect anything, but... Brian says, so yes, a lot of games nowadays have investors that pressure devs to make microtransactions. There was a huge deal with the launching of STA. It is totally a thing, sadly. Yeah, I still got all my gnomes, even though I transformed that one. Sometimes, I'm pretty sure, but I need confirmation. But hey, look at that, 80,000 freaking gold. That's why you don't need to gold farm very much. I'm very bullish on that, but I understand if you need to do it a little bit. I just don't think you need to be grinding gold every single day for months and months anymore. Chad's back, baby! I mean, it's kind of common sense about, like, the boss man wanting, like... I don't think I'm too far off. Alright, match that yellow, get a nice big extra turn. We got another one right here. Oh, we could change blue to brown. We could change yellow to skulls. I don't think we have any of that, but we got this. Same thing here. Some people, like, say I should turn the blinkies off because I don't know why. Like, why would you do that? Like, I can spot them before the computer even puts them up. But you know what's cool? I can look for alignment without, like... I can look for alignment while it's about to put the blinky up, you know what I'm saying? So if there's an extra turn way up in this corner, right? And I'm looking for alignment for my wrath, so I'm looking over here, I'm looking like, does this blue line up with this brown? Does this yellow line up with these skulls? By the time I'm done looking and confirming whether or not I have alignment, it's going to show me this extra turn, it's going to blink, and then I can just take it. Like, I don't have to, like, go and find it. So most of the time, if that's all it is, I'm looking for... I'll spot the extra turn before the freaking AI even tells me about it. So I don't feel like it's like a crutch or anything, like I need it. But why even turn it off? Like, there's no point to turn it off. Some hater in the comments was talking... This was months ago, and I already muted and blocked them and stuff, because they were on some, like, fanboy stuff about another channel, I think. But, you know, like, why turn it off? There's no reason. I'm just going to do this. Unless it's your own peen thing, and like that guy, nobody sees anything he's doing, so what does it matter to him? Like the guy in the comments, I mean. I should have took the skulls maybe there. Oh, we got glaive maybe? I think I'm just gonna do it. Like, I've never even thought of turning them off. And I've been playing for years and years and years and years and years. It doesn't bother me. And all it does is help me occasionally. Why would I... It's like tying your arm behind your back for no reason. Does anybody else turn that off? The blinky suggested moves? The only thing you gotta understand is, like, it's not always the best move. Like, it can definitely make you take the wrong move. As long as you know that that's just, like... It's only there to show me extra turns, basically. I'm not gonna, like... take its move that it's showing me just because it shows me that. Like, I don't think whatever they show me is the best move. Like, I take my own move, and then I, like, consider what they're blinking after that. Like this, they're showing me the extra turn. Right? But do I take that? Probably not. I could take this, maybe get the brown 2, maybe it's a better move. I'm not going to just blindly take the blinky move. That's a mistake. But it's just there for extra, like, confirmation after the fact. Another... Like, why would you turn it off? Unless you're blindly following it, and you would be doing bad for yourself at that point. But early game, beginners probably do blindly follow it, but eventually you'll learn that it's not always the best move. But it does always show extra turns. It will. As long as it's like a traditional extra turn, it'll show it to you no matter what. So it's just another way to make sure you don't miss any extra turns ever. Just don't blindly follow it and you're fine. Because it will like trick you into taking some crappy moves sometimes. But alright, we got yellow to skull. Like right now, am I going to take what is blinking at me? I don't know. I'm not making my own decision. I'm not just... I'm probably going to cast Wrath actually. So the amount of times I take the move that it... If I took it every single time, then I could understand somebody saying something in the comments. This guy's got the blinky help thing on, and he takes it every time because he's a noob. I don't do that, though. So, like right now, it's blinking purple at me. Am I going to take it? No, I'm going to do this. So it don't make sense. Yeah, there's no reason to turn it off. Unless you just don't like it annoys you or something. Alright, y'all. I think I'm done for the day. I got my 120 gems, so that's a good stopping point. I was sick the other day. I started late today. I gotta still do the spoiler video. So normally I would go at least 2 hours on the weekends, but... other factors also involved here for the day. Thank you so much, Chad, for the 2. Appreciate it, bro. You're a freaking legend. Chatathon next weekend, man. Gonna base the future of the channel on it, pretty much. So, hopefully y'all can be there. I'll let y'all know tomorrow exactly which day. It's gonna be at the Butt Crack of Dawn on Saturday or Sunday. It's like a subathon. We keep going as long as y'all want to keep going. The first hour is free. $5 every 15 minutes after that. We've gone up to almost 8 hours. So... that'll probably be about what it'll be this time. About 8 hours or so, hopefully. And hopefully I'll see y'all there next weekend. We'll open a bunch of vault keys. We will, maybe I'll gift a membership or something. Like if we make it all the way, I'll figure out a way to gift a membership or something like that. How about that? So make sure you tune in, even if you can't participate. At least tune in, because you might get a free gifted membership. Like, I'll give one away. I'll figure it out. So I think that's a cool idea. But yeah, other than that, spoilers coming up soon. World event. I don't even know what's going on next week. I haven't even looked at the spoilers, but I'm sure it's probably like a world event or something. Do we got Guild Wars? What do we got next week? I haven't looked at the spoilers at all. Like, when I'm telling you I was sick Friday from like 2 p.m. I was sick from like 2 p.m. all the way through the whole night. Into the next morning, and then I like was up all night, so I was sleeping a lot Saturday, and then like I still like was a little bit not feeling right, like mostly through Saturday, and like today's the first day I'm feeling like fine. So I like didn't do very much yesterday's, and I did nothing Friday night, so I have no idea what's going on next week right now. Normally I would know by now. Like, does it say anything here? So we got what is that? Doomsayer. Was that Senna Mirage next week? We got Bounty next week. You can kind of see... Is that right? 4 days, 14 hours? I guess that's right. So we got Bounty next weekend. So that's pretty cool for a chatathon. Like, Bounty takes quite a while. We got this pet. The Beals, or whatever it's called. We got Senna Mirage. We got Doomsayer. We got Bounty. What faction is that? What's the Senna Mirage faction? I should have clicked on Senna Mirage. Depths of Sin. So Depths of Sin. This is your TLDR spoilers. I'm going to do the actual video, though. TLDR spoilers. Cinemirage week next week, I'm pretty sure. Not 100% because I'm not looking at Terran's World. Just looking at Gems of War. Cinemirage, so what's that mean? That means Scourge of Honor, Wrath, which I was just using. Pretty much the two good ones. Scourge of Honor mostly use like double Scourge of Honor or with another like maybe Queen Beatrix or something like that. All true damage. He's pretty good. He's solid. He's like wherever you have Phoenicia on your tier list for mythics, he's just like right under that probably. So he's like a top 25, top 20, like an A tier, A minus. Queen of Sin sucks. Wrath is good. I mean, you saw the team that he's used on most of the time. Just a fun troop. Hey, Sane, I'm almost out of here, but good to see ya. I'm kind of taking it easy today because I was not feeling well the last couple of days. So we're not doing like a whole 2 hours or anything. I'm just going over the spoilers real quick. I'm going to make a video, though, so... what else? So yeah, that's basically it. We got Cinemirage next week. That means Scourge of Honor. That means like Wrath. We got Doomsayer. We got Bounty on the weekend. Could look at Cinemirage weapons real fast. Maybe there's something there. The spoiler video would be better for this, but Doomed Crossbow. That's really good. So Scourge of Honor, Doomed Crossbow is what you're looking at for next week. Bounty event, second best single player event in the game. If you don't count Vault, it's the best. Got Sin's Harvest, but that's a it's not like one you can get in the Soul Forge, I don't think. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on next week. Probably a world. So we got do we have Guild Wars or anything stupid? No, thank God. So that's not next week. It'll be the week after. Next. So we probably got like a world event, campaign, and then Cinemirage stuff next week. Alright, y'all. Hey, no problem, Livewire. I still got to do an Everquest live stream too. I don't even know what the calendar looks like, but I'll get it in by the end of March. It might come after the chatathon. It might be like the week after, because I think like this month is weird. Like the 31st is on a Friday, so normally the chatathon would probably be on that weekend, where the 31st is on the Friday. So I have like a whole week after the chatathon, so I might do like EverQuest on like the 30th or the 29th, depending on how the chatathon goes. One of those days would be the EverQuest live stream. Sorry I waited till the end of March, but I still got it in. I'm gonna do it. Alright, y'all. Have a good one. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel. Comment below. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for joining me today. Chad, Clipbomb, Livewire, Sane, Hahuri, Supernova, Jim Hambrick. Wishing everyone a beautiful and happy day. Brian Walker, Page Master. Thank you for being here, Paige. Glad that you enjoy my videos. Makes me feel good, you know? Brian Walker, I'm almost to the point where I'm doing this for y'all. You know what I mean? This Gems of War YouTube thing, I'm almost to the point where I'm doing it for y'all. Like, people like Beg for Mercy and Chad and, you know, everybody here. So don't feel like I'm leaving you out. But, you know what I mean? I can't just start naming everybody. But I am anyway. Like John Fitzpatrick, Supernova, Brian Walker, Beg for Mercy. Yeah, Beg, man. Don't be a stranger, bro. If you're still here, make sure you pop in on the live streams. Make sure you stay in the Discord and stuff. Like, I don't... I'm gonna feel a type of way if you just disappear from the channel. Like, you said you was gonna play Sekiro and Elden Ring and stuff. I played those, and we still have some stuff in common and stuff. Like, we can still be bros. Brian, Pagemaster, Caustic Life was here. Caustic Life was asking about the live stream yesterday. I appreciate that. You're looking out for it. Brian, Roberto Dennis, hi. No problem. Appreciate it, man. Pagemaster, Chad, Supernova, Jim Hambrick, John Fitzpatrick, Stacy Segur was here. Funky Town, Texas. Sick USMD was the second one here. I appreciate that. Ebony was first. I really appreciate it. Alright, y'all, back to the bottom. Where do I find you on Discord? Oh, let me type it in here. I could probably link it and you could probably find it and blah, blah, blah. I'm not like the man about Discord. Like, my Discord's bare bones and like, I'll just send you my, let me Sinnycool #31. Just send me a friend request basically and I'll invite you. I think that's it. So if anybody else is here, feel free to send me a friend request. If you maybe send me a message saying Gems of War or something, or EverQuest P99 or whatever, so I know what you're... Yeah, but just send me a friend request and I'll probably just accept it and then invite you. I don't think anybody's like lurking this deep in the live stream that would, yeah. So just send me a friend request to that if you want to join up the Discord. Do be warned, though, the Discord is more of me complaining and being a little baby bitch boy. So I try to hold back on that a little bit on the stream, so it still comes out. And I hold back even more on the pre-records, and it still comes out sometimes. But the Discord, sometimes I will go in there and type up a little paragraph bitching. So about YouTube and stuff, I don't know. So you have to deal with that. You have to know how to, like, not always... You know, sometimes just don't even read what I put in there. Tyrion. Alright, man. We'll see ya. Discord just gets me in trouble more than anything else. That's why it's not styled up, because I don't really care about it that much. I care about the people there. If anybody sends me a DM, I will talk to you and stuff. But I'm not, like, worried about how it looks or how many channels it's got. I don't really... like. There's only 60-something people there, 70 people or whatever, 65. It's not like there's hundreds of people and I should, like, spruce it up or whatever. So, I don't know. I guess we do have a decent amount of people, though. I heard of other people that, like, have 10 or 15 or 20 people at their Discord, and I'm like, wow, that's... I have, like, 65. That's pretty good, right? I don't know. I have no idea what's a good number on Discord. Alright, y'all. You love to complain? Hey, the only people that get offended are, like, people that are, like, super ride or die for other channels and for some reason are in my Discord. It's like... I might complain a little bit. You just have to get that... Some people, they get mad about it, but then they come back and they understand, and then I try to not do it as much. And I know certain people don't like it. Alright, JM Ricks, we'll see you, man. Like, I kind of cut it short anyway. It's all good. You love to complain, Sane? Bitch boy life. Alright, y'all. I'll see ya. Have a good one. Later, Chad, JM, Sane, Tyrion. We'll see y'all. Have a good one. You guys are the best. Peace out. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are the best. Later, Mr. Extreme. I'm out of here, bro. Manadwin, see ya. Peace out, Mr. Extreme.